Welcome to our channel.
What's
Say
up?
hi to Champ.
Oh my goodness.
He has to be in here because this is like his real first video because the last one we were getting him. So we are coming here because I feel like it's been forever since we actually like talked to them. Like normally it's just us like sharing our daily life.
It's been forever since I really just got to talk, period.
You know what? But I feel like it is way overdue for us to come on here because so much stuff has happened. And I just wanted to get you guys up to speed with what is going to be happening over this next like 4 months. So
I gotta sneeze.
and then we take forever to actually sneeze. This is what normally always happens. But so we are building a house. I think most of you guys should know. And we are excited to be starting that, but we got under contract for our house in
January.
No, it wasn't. In May. And we are just getting ready to break ground. So, and it's October. This is not the normal. And so I wanted to just get you guys up to speed on some tips and just kind of share the process and what's to come. So what we're going to do is once we break ground, we're going to try to do weekly updates on where the house is at for a few different reasons. Because one, we want
What are the reasons?
Because we want everybody to know and be along for the journey because they're part of our community and part of our family. That's one. Two, I feel like would be so helpful for anybody that is going through this process because we've already learned so much. And so I feel like when I was even like searching people sharing their journey, and I did see a lot, like I saw a lot of journeys of people sharing it at the end and what their house looked like.
My empty house tour.
Yeah, but I'm like, give me the nitty gritty. So we are going to try to do that. We're going to try to share as much as possible.
About your hair.
I know, it's so much. I paid a lot for this.
Justice.
Whatever. So that is going to be what's happening. We're going to share, even if it's a week where it's not a lot going on in the house, but we'll just share as we come. But so
nothing's happening.
Do you want to get up to speed with what's been happening?
All right, so up to speed. Taryn copied the people across the street, their style.
All right, so let me go backwards a little bit. We went to the design center, we picked our finishings, and there's a few things that I want to point out that is so important. Is that when you guys are building a house, you want to ask a lot of questions. You guys want to make sure that you guys fully know what the process will look like, what are the exact steps, because after we went to the design center, we basically never really heard from our sales rep. Ever. So we were like, were permits sent? Were they not sent? Are we on pace? Are we not? And it was like, to be fully transparent, we had a new sales rep in that neighborhood and she had never built our floor plan.
She was like new.
And they actually brought in the neighborhood our floor plan, so that's not even a floor plan that she normally even does. That's not anything they normally do in the neighborhood. So all of those, what?
This one. I can't find anything that I like. Oh, let's bring this floor plan from this crazy other community. Let's just bring it in.
Anyway, so what that meant was that she didn't really know what she was doing, to be honest. And so here we are where we couldn't really get clear guidance. And so when we went to the design center, we picked our colors. Our design center lady was great, but it got held up when they sent it off to the HOA because if you guys do not know, you guys have to get permits from the city, but you also have to get approval from
if there's a homeowners association,
and the
more
developer.
than likely they have to approve whatever you pick. So
because they want to make sure that the neighborhood all looks cohesive.
Right. So long story short, there is a repetition rule, which we were aware of. Yeah. We were like, okay, cool. You can't have the same floor plan in this amount of distance to its counterpart. Our floor plan is in a neighborhood, so that isn't an issue. But the developer then says, oh, your colors are similar to another house that's on the block. You can't pick those colors anymore. So all the delay moving forward, here we are, fast forward 5 months down the road, we just been sitting here waiting like, what's up? And then they come back with that. So
It was
she has to repick colors.
Yeah, but the biggest thing that a takeaway for you guys is that don't assume that everything is going according to plan. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to send 100 emails, because basically Rick had reached out to our sales rep and she basically was like, hey, I don't know anything. And when I hear something, I will let you know.
When there's something to know, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Well, clearly there was a lot to let us know.
That didn't work for me. So then I sent an email, was like, hey, this is not acceptable. What's happening? When she did some digging, she realized that no, it has been held up at that point. And so then we had to get the management involved and get up to speed. And so I'm going in tomorrow to the design center to pick my exteriors. But this could have been a problem that we probably could have got jumped on, because basically I feel like our house was just sitting in a file and they weren't even doing anything and changing it. So we got held up just because people were dropping the ball, in my opinion. So ask questions.
Yeah, definitely. Make them pause.
Ask questions, guys. This is your house, your investment. So if you ever feel like you're asking too many questions, if you feel like you're not getting the answers, that you have to be your own project manager to move this ball along. And so it was not until I did that we started getting some answers, got management involved, and here we are where our house is breaking ground this week. So yeah. So all that to say, really quick of the process is that once you get under contract, you will go to the design center. You will have like a plan review where you look at all of your like floor plan and make sure that it is okay before you guys go to, before they send it out for permitting. That is so important, because we had to change some things that we did not, like we had to add an outlet plug, all of these things. So really take your time and don't let your sales rep rush you through that process. You want to make sure that when you guys are reviewing your plans, that this is the house that you expect to be built, and go through it with a fine-tooth comb. So then after plan review, design center, and then it should be a pretty smooth process to start your build, but it wasn't the case for us. Yes, Calvin? Yes. So it felt like a long time coming to get to this breaking of the ground.
It has been a long time.
It has been a long time coming. We went there and they actually started doing the outline of the house, which is super awesome. But we have our official pre-construction meeting in a couple days, and that is when it will really get going. And they said 135 days from there. So we are going to take you guys along for the ride. We don't know what this journey is going to look like. I'm sure there will be bumps in the road.
Oh, I'm absolutely positive
yes,
there will be.
But we are going to be our advocates. We are going to be our project managers, and you better believe that we're going to be there like every day to make sure. We are.
No, I'm not going.
I'm going to be there every day.
There you go.
It's like 2 minutes away from us. So it's like, why would we not just drive by there and just make sure everything, especially when they start like putting down the floors, like doing stuff like that. So if you guys have not already subscribed to our channel, you need to do that, because you are going to be going through this whole journey, and it's hashtag Newton's Nest. And yes, that is what we called it.
Who's the we on this? The voters?
Yes.
Is that what they voted on?
Yes, my community. My community.
My down payment.
So kick rocks, that's what it is, Rick. You know what? That's what it is, because me and my community already decided.
Newton's Nest.
So make sure you guys follow along, but we wanted this to kind of be like the intro video to us breaking ground and the house updates. And so we are looking forward to starting this journey with you guys.
I thought we were doing tips.
Well, you weren't really like jumping in.
There was no breath to jump in at.
Okay, so go ahead. Okay, go ahead, because I gotta go get the camera.
Tip number 1.
Ask questions.
Yes, ask questions. Number 2, be prepared for a lot of conversation with your spouse. Middle of the night conversations.
This has been keeping me up. It's
NFL Sunday football game.
It has been bothering me. If my house should be like breaking ground and it's not, that's a problem. Somebody needs to do their job and somebody needs to be held accountable. So we had to have a conversation and figure out
you to hold them accountable. Practice patience.
Yes.
One of the parties involved need to have patience.
Yeah.
Lend some patience to your partner.
Why is this all about us?
What?
You should be giving tips.
I'm telling them, that's going to be a stressful... Building a home, making one of the largest investments that, face it, you'll probably ever make.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And this is a house that we plan on staying in.
Yeah. Yeah, we staying.
Yeah, we're not moving. So
I mean, it's a stressful situation. You got to get it right. Consult others. Talk to other people.
See if this is normal.
There was some light that was shed by Taryn speaking to a friend of ours from college. And it's like, oh, no, this is how mine... So, you know, a lot of times people keep stuff close to the vest.
Hold on. She was getting updates.
They don't even know
She was getting updates every week before their house broke ground. We never heard from our sales rep. Right. So... make sure that you guys are in communication. You guys are in sync about the communication. Make sure you guys are asking questions. And then don't be afraid to use Pinterest. This is something kind of random before you guys go to your design center. Because that's where I got a lot of inspo. And even with
that's where I got my inspo.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Even when our house, they rejected our exterior, that's actually where I found our house that we're gonna go with, the exterior. So, and then just be in community with other people that have been through the process, because we've learned so much from them.